Good evening, I'm Janeline Docante from Base HM3A Night. So today, I will choose what type of speech I would like and make a word or an example regarding to that. So for all of the speeches, examples of speeches, the one that I chose is explanatory speech. So before I'll make an example or a word regarding for explanatory speech, so let's um, make or say what is the definition of explanatory speech. So explanatory speech describe a situation or particular thing. While they're similar to demonstrative speeches, explanatory speeches provide a breakdown on how to do something while providing the audience with a detailed step-by-step process. So regarding for this one, I can relate to this, and every day I implement or use this explanatory speech for my type of work or the job that I am in right now. So even though I am a student, at the same time I am also a call center agent, which is I've been working from home right now, and then every day I take this up. I explain the customers, I help them what is their problem. So let's start. So this is the type of the conversation that we have in my customers. So I am in a technical support. I check the system, what are the problems of the internet line of the customers, and I help them recover their internet lines, like resetting the modem, unplug the modem, unplug the power cord, DSL cables, check the lights, something like that. So in the Philippines, so we still not implemented that type of trying to troubleshoot our modems or recovering our internet connection. But in the other country, they implement that one, and they also have call center agents that helping customers. So I am one of the technical support call center agents helping customers from USA, in which this is the type of the speech that we have. This is the type of example that we have. So when I take call, I will say this: hi, thank you for calling CenturyLink. So CenturyLink is my account. Hi, thank you for calling CenturyLink. This is Jenny from tech support. How may I help you? So that is the first one that I did, and then the customer will gonna state what are the problems. So the customer will say, hey, Jenny, I have a problem regarding with my internet connection, and my modem is C3000Z, the internet light is solid red, and then the DSL light is also blinking red. Can you please help me with this? It's been 2 days, I don't have an internet connection. So I'm gonna state this as a response to the customer. Oh, I'm so sorry regarding for the problem that you have right now. May I know your billing telephone number so I can help you regarding with your problem? So that's the time the customer provide the his or her information. So if I successfully got the information of the customer, I check it into my computer, the system, and checking what are the problems, trying to recover the internet connection, what type of internet line problems. So there are many types of internet line problems. So the first one is intermittent, second no sync, there is also no auth. So we check also in the system. So if ever that the customer already do the troubleshooting steps needed, for example no sync, the no sync is unplug the DSL cable at the back of the modem, I would say the customer, can you please unplug the DSL cable at the back of your modem, and at the same time you will also unplug the other end of the DSL cable to the wall jack, please. And then please tell me if you're done that one so I can check it in the system if the problem was still there. But before that, I will also reset the line of the customer. If still the problem is still there, so that's the time that I'll gonna complete all the information I have what is the error and what type of modem she or he had, the customer. I will also what are the lights. So gathering all that information, that is the step-by-step process. That is the example of explanatory speech. So after the customer will gonna do all that in step-by-step process, if still the internet is not come back, so that's the time we have to say, I understand that you done that process, and thank you very much for doing that part to troubleshoot your internet line, but we already reached to the point that you troubleshoot, but I also make a troubleshoot here in my end. I reset your modem, but still it doesn't work. So this is the time that I have to process the details here, and I'll send you a technician. So after that one, once that I gather all the information, the name, the address, the number, the cell phone number of the customer, I will also tell the information regarding for the sending a repair. We also have done what is the what I mean, we have like a script needed, but as a technical support call center agent, we don't follow all the script in the system, because the customer will really know if what we say is based on the script. So we also do a report asking the customer how or how's her day, and when we gather all that information, we told the customer that I have all the information and this is the date. I'll tell that first we will ask what type of is there a problem regarding with the health or safety COVID protocols that we can discuss before we continue, something like that. So if the customer will say that there's no problem regarding with the health or issue, and that's the time. The second thing is, can you please tell me if you have a pet, an animal, a dog or a cat? So the reason why we're asking that one is because mostly for the especially dogs, there are dogs that can harm the technician. So we will ask if they have a dog, in order that we know and we input that information, so that the technician, once that we send that information, the technician will check the paper, and that is very important one. So we don't miss that out. And also gate, if the customer had a gate. And then the next one to that is we gather all what is the problem, the error of the internet line of the customer. And then we also state that if the trouble is within CenturyLink side, the company side, then no need to worry. But for example, if it's inside wirings, then you have a charge of up to $95 will apply, but technician will ask for permission from you before doing any changes. So we also have an inside wire protection plan that will protect from unexpected repair costs. This is $13 per month. Do you want to avail the plan or not this time? So that's the time that the customer will say that, no, I don't want to avail the protection plan. So before we'll state the protection plan, we also say what is the reason why there's a protection plan. The reason why there's a protection plan, to avoid the amount charges if there's a repair amount. So if they avail $13 a month, then they don't have a payment regarding for the protection plan. But if they avail the protection plan, they need to pay $13 a month. So after we do that one, we ask that information to the customer. We say what is the date of the repair, and if the customer is available. Like, as per checking here, the schedule for sending a technician is June 9, 2022, and that is by, for example, that is by Thursday. It is early as 8 a.m. Then latest time or end time is 5 p.m. and commitment time is 6:45 p.m. And then the customer will say, oh, I will gonna wait for whole day regarding for the sending a technician, I will gonna state it that I already had your cell phone number. The reason why I asked that one is because technician will text you on the day of the dispatch, and there's a specific time that the technician will go there, and once that the technician will text you, please respond so that technician will know that regarding if ever he would go inside and check the line, because first technician will check outside and then he'll gonna go inside. So that is example of explanatory speech based on what I say on my work. So there's a difference regarding for the demonstrative speeches and explanatory speeches, because explanatory speeches, you can state it, you can explain it, even though you don't interact the person personally, but even though in the call you can explain what the things needed. And demonstrative speeches is a type of speeches that is you have to make a visual, that is example for that is the students or the teachers that they will use some tools, like for example Zoom meetings, like, and then they have like a PowerPoint in a Google meetings PowerPoint. So we all know that there is online classes right now, so that is the example of demonstrative speeches. So the reason why I also explain demonstrative speeches, in order that we know what is the difference of explanatory speeches and demonstrative speeches. So demonstrative speeches, they use some visual through virtual, like in the Zoom, PowerPoints, or in the actual, like in the using some laptop or presentation into the television, something like that. So what I can say is explanatory speech is much easier compared to demonstrative speeches, because if you demonstrate, and then if you wanted to, mostly this is what happens to the students and the teachers, they demonstrate, and then there's like a picture, what type of for example plants has photosynthesis, something like that, and then it needs to have like a video presentation or something, in order that the students will know what where does the what is photosynthesis and something like that, what are the parts of the plant, and so many more. So for me, explanatory speech is not only using at work, but also we do it in everyday life. Maybe sometimes we don't notice it, but we also use that one. Like for example, you explain your, like if you have a friend and you wanted to explain your side, so that is also explanatory speeches, that you have to explain what is the reason why do you have to do that, and something like that. So that is example of explanatory speech, but I'll just only base in my work that I am right now, because it's much easier for me to explain if I'm basing it in my own situation. So that's all. Thank you, and I choose explanatory speech.